This conference will now be recorded.
Today's topic is control structures. Control structures in Python. Control structures in Python. Now, what are the different control structures? Or it is also called as a control statement. It is also called as a control statements and control statements, control statements. Or it is also called, sometimes it is also called as a flow control statements. Flow control. All are same. Flow control. Flow control. Let the control flow. What is same money? Or control flow, all are same chapter. Control flow, both are same. Control flow statements or flow control statements. So control statements, okay. Can I the control structures or control statements? Here we are calling as a control flow statement. In the control flow statements means to transfer the control, transfer the control, from one part to another part. Transfer the control from one part to from one part of the program to one part of the program to another part of the program. Another part of the program. That is very important. Another part of the program. To transfer the control from one part of the program to another part of the program. Here, Python supports control flow statements or control structure statements are divided into three types. Control flow statements. Control flow statements. Control flow statements are divided into three types. Three types. One type is conditional control statements. One type is conditional control statements. This is a based on the condition check the statements. And the second one is iterative control statements. Iterative control statement. Third one is transfer control statements. Transfer control statement. This is the third one. Transfer control statement. This is the third chapter. First one is conditional control statements. Second one is iterative control statement. Third one is transfer control statement. Again, these parts again divide into number of subparts. Again, these parts again divide into number of subparts. Conditional control statements are again different available in the different. One is an if statement, and the second one is if else statement, Third one is if elif statement, These are the if elif statement. Fourth one is if elif else statement. If elif else statement, this is the fourth one. And the fifth one is nested if statement. Conditional control statements are again 5 types. Only simple if statement, if else statement, if elif statement, if elif else statement, and the nested if statement. I will explain one by one, no problem. Again, the iterative control statement. Or it is also called loops. Loops or repetitive control statement. Repetitive control statement. Either it is also called as a loops or repetitive control. Python supports two types of loops in Python. And other programming languages support the three types of loops, and the Python supports only 2 types. Other programming language supports 3 types. The Python supports only for 2 types. Only. One is while loop. And the other one is for loop. Please observe this one. One is while loop, other one is for loop. And while loop and for loop. Here the transfer control statements are. This is the basic structure. I divide into 3. One is a break statement. Another one is a continue statement. The third one is a pass statement. Pass. These are the keywords or statements. Anyone. Break keyword, continue keyword, and pass keyword. Break, continue, and pass keyword. While keyword, while loop, and for loop for keyword. If keyword, else keyword. This is the complete control flow statement. So now the control flow statements are basically divided 3 types: conditional, iterative, and transfer. Again, the conditional statements are divided into 5 types. If, only if else, if elif else, nested if. And the while loop, for loop. Break, continue, and pass. Here the first question is, sir, what is control statements? What is the conditional control statement? The first one is very beginning. The first one is conditional control statement. These statements are mainly used to these structures. These statements are mainly used to check the condition. Any one condition. Check the condition, or this is also called as a Boolean expression. Check the condition or Boolean expression. Check this condition. The condition always returns either true value or false value. Always returns either true value or false, but not the value. Always returns either true or false. Any condition, condition means this is condition. A less than B is a condition. A greater than B condition. M is greater than 35 is one condition. M is greater than 35 is a condition. Marks is greater than or equal to 35. You are pass. Your marks is less than or equal to 35, less than 35. You are fail. You are fail. For example, your age is less than 18. You are not eligible for voting. You are not eligible for voting some bank accounts. You are not eligible for some works. So your age is 18. For example, your age is greater than or equal to 60. You are a senior citizen Indian. Okay, greater than or equal to 60. Yes, these are all our conditions. This is condition, condition, and condition. All these conditions always returns either true value or false value. Based on the condition, statements are executed. That is called as a conditional control statement. In the conditional control statement, very first one is if statement. Very first one is if statement. Sir, what is this is syntax? The simple syntax of if statement is if condition colon symbol statement one here. Only condition. Only this condition one is check only true or false value. Sir, in this syntax, what is if, sir? First, if is a keyword. It is compulsory. If it is compulsory, if you are writing it is compulsory. This is called as a simple if statement. Please observe this one. It is a simple if statement. Simple if statement. If condition, we are using the condition. This condition, this is the condition. This condition always returns either true value or false value. Based on the condition, this condition returns either true or false value. If this condition returns true, then execute this statement. If is a keyword, work in this syntax. Sir, what is condition, sir? Condition is a relational expression. Okay. It returns either true value or false. Returns either true or false. Clear, guys? If it returns true, then statement one will be executed. Otherwise, the statement one will not be executed. Otherwise, that is the fourth point. Otherwise, statement one is not executed. Clear up to here, all of you? This is based on the condition. This is the condition enclosed in the small box in your notes. Okay, based on the condition. If is a keyword, this is the condition returns either true or false value. Based on the result, the corresponding block will be executed. This condition returns true, statement one will be executed. If not, one is not executed. This statement will not be executed. Okay, clear up here, all of you? This is the if statement. For example, one small example define any number of, you can write the number of example. One condition. If small condition. If first we are using if and then condition. For example, age is less than or equal to 18. Age is less than 18. Age is greater than or equal to 18. Okay, print. Right? One small message. Print of you are eligible. For voting. You are eligible for voting. Or the age value. Example one. This is the example one. Okay. The example one value. First example. Write all these statements up to your comment symbol. Because to run this code, this is the only first code, the simple code. If age is greater than or equal to 18, you are eligible for voting. Clear. So now run this program. In this program, it displays the error. Why? Because age is not defined. You can define the age value. For example, here age value equal to, for example, only 9. Here the age value equal to 9 value. Clear? Age value equal to 9. For example, assume that age value is 9 is greater than or equal to 18. This condition returns true or false. 9 is greater than 18. This condition returns the value equal to false. This condition returns the value equal to false. Then automatically this statement is not executed. This is called as a if statement. Now, example. Okay, if your age is 90, if your age is 90, okay, clear. Not 90. 90 is greater than or equal to 18. 90 is greater than or equal to 18. This condition returns true. Automatically execute this statement. Check it. These two values. Run the program. Okay. Run. Okay. Age value 90 That's why this statement will be executed. Your statement will be executed. Clear, guys? Now the statement will be executed. Now, for example, your age is only for 9 years. 9 years. Run the module. Now, without any statement, the statements are not executed. That's why no result. Without any result, are not executed. The corresponding statement will not be executed or enter directly from the keyboard. Both are same. Input of enter your age. Your age. Enter your age. Both are same. Right? Enter the value from the keyboard. Enter the value from the keyboard. Okay. Enter the value from the keyboard or assign some value. Now run this module. Okay. Enter your age. Your age is 45. You are eligible for voting. Enter your age. You are eligible for voting. For example. Okay. Enter the age. Run once again. Enter the age. Enter the age. For example, your age is only for 17. 17. So then what happens, sir? Your age is 17. Then 17 is greater than or equal to 17. 17 is greater than or equal to 18. This condition returns false. So this is not executed. This is not executed. Output is here. The output is okay. Enter 17 value without any value. This is called as a simple if statement. Simple if statement. Simple if statement. It returns only true condition. Only true, but not the false. Only true. This statement returns only based on the condition. If condition statement 1. This condition returns to statement 1 will be executed. Okay. These are small for if statement. Sorry, here no else part. Here no else part. Here one more statement is one more statement is if else statement. If else statement. Here there are the two options. One option is the condition, true condition. Another one is the false condition. Now here the syntax is if condition colon symbol, colon is compulsory, and the parameter statement 1 and the else part statement 2. Else part statement 2. Here these statements are called as a true part, and these statements are called as a false part, or else part statement, or else statement, or sometimes it is also called as a statement 1 and statement 2. It is also statement 1 and statement 2. Then what happens, sir? Based on the condition, this condition returns two values only. One or two, another one is a false. One for true, another one is false. If it returns true, statement 1 is executed. Okay, finish. Statement 1 is executed. 2 is not executed. For example, it returns false. 2 is executed, 1 is not executed. Clear? Clear, guys, all of you? This returns only either true value or false value. This returns either true value or false value. True returns 1 is executed, 2 is not executed. For example, it returns false, 1 is not executed, and the 2 is executed. That is the base of the condition. If it is called as a if else, it is not a simple if, but a simple if using both conditions to are false. Here in this condition, what's up? The first one, if is a keyword, okay. And what is else? Else is also a keyword. Else is a keyword. Else is also a keyword, okay. Right? Because both are keyword. Condition is a relational expression. Condition is a relational expression. Okay, clear. Relational expression. And the fourth one, what is the condition, sir? If this condition returns to this condition returns to either true value, either true or false value. Okay, clear. If it returns false, if it returns to true, then what happens? Then okay, statement 1 will be executed. Statement 1 will be executed. Statement 2 is not executed. And the condition returns true. Clear, observe this one, very important. Okay, if it returns true, then 1 will be executed and 2 is not executed. Clear. Again, the next one, example, if condition returns, it means condition. If condition returns false, if condition is false, then statement 1 is not executed. 1 is not executed. Statement 2 is executed. Up to here, clear or not? Any doubt? Anyone? 1 is executed. In this case, 1 is executed, 2 is not executed. In this case, 1 is not executed, 2 is executed. It has only true or false value. Okay, guys, clear. Now, one example program also. I will explain the one by one. For example, here the examples are, okay, this is an example program based on the condition, Now, this is a condition. This is the syntax. Okay, I will explain one by one syntax. Okay, clear. For example, one small example program only. Okay, write a program to find the biggest of two numbers. Find the biggest of two numbers. For example, assume that biggest of two numbers means first enter the first number. Okay, first enter the first number. The first number is A. Enter the value of the A. First number is A and enter the value of the A. This is the first number. The question is biggest of two numbers. Enter the first number. First number entering is input of enter first number. Okay, enter the first number. Clear. And the second one, B equal to enter the second number. Input of enter second number. Okay, two numbers are entered from the keyboard. Then write the logic. If the logic is if condition, the condition is first number is A and second number is B. First number is A, second number is B. Enter the A is greater than B. If this condition returns true, execute one part. Okay, and the else part is another part. If this condition returns true, execute another part. Okay, clear. Execute the another part. You have to follow the indentation. Very important here, the indentation. So execute this condition, 4 blank spaces or press 1 tab key. 4 blank spaces. All these two statements are executed. Not to start here. Here, print of A is biggest. Now. Okay. Here to start if the condition is false, print of B is biggest. B is biggest. Now, this is the clear, guys. Now here to start this program. Now, if A greater than B, this condition returns true. If it returns true, execute this statement. At that time, this is not executed. Okay, we have only one statement are executed. Either this or this. Always executes only one statement. Either true black or false black. Okay, this is using if else black. Only two statements are executed. Either one black is executed always. Only one black will be executed. For example, based on the value. Here A is a one variable. Okay, and the B is also another variable. Okay, A is one variable and B is another variable. First one, enter the first number. For example, assume that the first number is 8. Okay, clear. And immediately enter the second number. For example, enter the second number is assume that the second number equal to 5. Okay. Or then what happens, sir? First statement is executed successfully in your program. The second statement is executed successfully, and then this is the third statement. Here the third statement is check the condition. This is the condition. This is the junction. Okay, junction. Okay, this is a condition. Either execute this statement or execute this statement based on the condition. Based on the condition, it is the value. If A is greater than B, what is the value of A? 8 is greater than, what is the value of B? 8, 5. A value is 8. Okay, and the B value is 5. 8 is greater than 5. This condition returns true or false. This condition returns true. That's why execute this statement. A is biggest, and this is not executed. This statement is not executed. Please observe this one. This statement is not, else black is not executed. Here always executes only true black. If the A value is 8 and the B value is 5, then run this value. Okay, enter the A value. Okay, enter the A value 8, enter the B value 5, then A value equal to 8, B value equal to 5. A is the biggest. Clear? And clear up here. Now the next one is, for example, assume that one more values. For example, here is the value of A. Okay. What is the value of B? For example, the B value is 312. Okay, for example, that B value is 312. A value is only, for example, 10. A value 10, and the B value is 312. If A is greater than B, A value is 10 is greater than B value is 312. For example, 312. Now A is greater than 10 greater than 302. This condition returns false. In this case, this is not executed. Okay, this statement will be executed. Here the output is B is a biggest value. Okay, run this. First value is 10, second value is 312. Okay, check it. Run the module. Here, the first value is 10. Okay. Second value is 312. Check the value. The second value is 312. Value is the B is the biggest value. Clear? Okay, this is the program. Write a program to find the biggest of two numbers. Any doubt up here? Okay. Biggest of three numbers also possible. Biggest of four numbers also possible. Using the if else statements. Next one, no doubt. Sir, only two numbers are చెప్పిందని అనుకోబాకండి. చాలా ఉన్నాయి చెప్తాను అందరూ. Next one more program is, for example, one more example program. Write a program. Write a program to find the okay, you are eligible for voting or not. You are eligible for voting or not. Clear? You are eligible for voting or not. One more program. So what is the voting, sir? Voting is always based on your date of birth. Voting is always based on your age. Age is equal to int of age is always integer type. Int of integer of enter your age. Okay, enter your age. Okay, clear. Now, if age value is greater than or equal to 18, condition print of you are eligible. You are eligible for voting. You are eligible for voting. Clear. Else part print of you are not eligible for voting. You are not eligible for, here guys, you are not eligible for voting. Right? You are not eligible for voting. First of all, enter the value of age, and then check the values. Based on your age, to execute either this statement or this statement. This is age is a one variable. Age is a one variable. Assume that your age is equal to, for example, 13. So now 13 is greater than or equal to 18. This statement. Here, check this condition. Check this condition. This condition returns true. No, this condition 13 is greater than or equal to returns false. Always this condition is the false one. Then execute this one. You are not eligible for voting. Clear. Example, assume that your age is 73. 73 is greater than or equal to 18. Okay, this condition returns a true value. This condition returns a true value. Then execute this statement. This is not executed. Second statement is not executed. The second statement else part is not executed. Execute this part only. You are eligible for voting. Clear or not? Up here, all of you. Any doubt? So these are the if else block statement. Now run this program. Sapa, check this program. Okay, enter your age 34. You are eligible for voting. Please check the answer. You are eligible for voting. For example, enter your age. Your age is only for 30. You are not eligible for voting based on the condition. Based on the condition, check the value. This is the one type of program by using the if else part only. If else part only. One more program, for example, assume that write a program. You are eligible for blood donation or not. Blood donation or not. You are eligible for blood donation or not. What is the blood donation? Blood donation is completely based on the weight or age also. Based on the weight and age also. For example, we are assume that only weight. That is the integer anukunda or float anukunda, no problem. Input of enter your weight. Enter your weight. Okay. Now the value equal to if weight is greater than or equal to 18 or your weight value is greater than or equal to 45, print of you are eligible. You are eligible for voting. You are eligible for blood donation. You are eligible for blood donation. Your weight is greater than 45. Else part print of you are not eligible. You are not eligible for blood donation. You are not eligible for blood donation. Clear. Based on your value, you are not eligible for based on your weight. For the first one, enter the weight value. Okay, enter weight. For example, your weight is only for 25. You are not eligible for blood donation. You are not eligible for blood donation. Why? Because your weight is less than 45. Okay. Now we are running this module. For example, your weight is 75. Okay. 75 is greater than or equal to 45, then automatically execute this part. Clear, guys? Up to here. This is program for the only if else part. If else one. Now the third one is if elif. Here the third one is if elif statement. Here elif. Up to here you are using only else part only. Up to here you are using else part. Now they are using the if elif. If elif means it is used to check the multiple conditions. Multiple conditions. Not only one condition, multiple conditions. Check the multiple conditions. The syntax is, what is the syntax? If condition colon symbol. Up to here you are using the after colon symbol one statement. Okay. You are using else colon symbol statement 2. This is called as a if else statement. If else statement. It is called if else statement. It is called if else statement. Now here you are using if condition and then not the else part. Here you are using the elif. Else kakunda elif. You are using the elif. You are using without using again else part, s part, se. Now here checking another condition. Here it is also condition. Okay, statement 2. Again the elif. Again elif. Condition. Colon symbol. Statement 3. Again elif. You can write any number of conditions. Condition. Colon symbol. Statement 4. Elif. Another condition. Elif condition. Okay. Colon symbol. Statement 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so on. You can write the n number of statements. Elif condition. Okay. Colon statement n. Okay. Here the first condition. This is called a condition 1. And it is called condition 2. Condition 3. Condition 4. Condition 5. And the condition n. First check the condition. First of all, check this condition. Based on this condition, check this condition. It returns true. It returns either true value or false value. For example, this condition returns true. Okay, this condition returns true. Then this statement will be executed. Okay, if the condition 1 returns true, this statement will be executed. The remaining part is not executed. Clear, guys? The remaining part is not executed. Okay, first to check condition 1. Here we are using the multiple condition. First to check condition 1. If this condition returns true, then okay, this statement will be executed. The remaining part is not executed. Okay, clear. For example, assume that if this condition returns false. For example, this condition returns false. And then what happens, sir? This condition returns either true or false, then this condition returns that false. This is not executed. This statement is not executed. Again, here to check the second condition. Again, go to second condition. Check the second condition. If it returns true, okay, execute this part. The remaining part is not executed. If this condition returns true, execute this part. Statement 2 only. The remaining part is not executed. For example, condition 1 returns false. Okay, sir, check it. For example, condition 1 returns false. So this is not executed. And the condition 2 also returns false. Second condition also returns false. So this is not executed. And go to the third condition. It returns true. Execute this one. The remaining is not executed. Okay, up to check the similarly up to the multiple conditions. Clear, guys? Up to here, the process is repeated up to n condition. Always executes only one part only. The remaining parts are not executed based on the condition. It is called as a if elif part. Okay, clear. For example, write the syntax and check the value, any one program. Here, this is the syntax. Our program is okay. These are enclosed in the comment box. Okay. This is the condition syntax. Okay, if our program is write a program to check whether the given number is positive number, or negative number or zero number. Check the values, either positive or negative or zero number. Okay. This is called as a multiple condition. Now here, first of all, enter the value and equal to input of enter any number. Enter any number. Okay, guys, enter the any number. Based on the condition. Based on the condition. If the number is greater than zero, on first condition. First condition. This is the first condition. If number is greater than zero, execute the statement. Given number is positive number. Given number is positive number. Okay, first condition. Second one, using elif, n is less than zero. N is less than zero. Print of given number is negative number. Given number is negative number. Okay. Else part, column, print of given number is zero number. Okay. Elif, not else, sorry, elif and equal to 0 is also one condition. The given number is zero number. This statement is called as a if, elif, else. Clear or not, all of you? This statement is called if, elif what? Only if, elif only. If, elif. It is also called some statement, some programming language. It is called as a switch statement. In program, switch statement is supporting in C language. Switch statement is supporting in C++. Switch statement supporting in Java. Switch statement supporting the JavaScript also. Okay. These statements are, if you want to check the multiple conditions, in these programming language, we are using the switch statement. In Python, in the place of switch statement, we are using if, elif only. If, elif. No, in Python does not support the switch statement. Python allows only if statement. But if statement, it is called as indirectly switch statement, but not the switch statement, indirectly switch statement. Now let's check the condition. Check this condition. For example, assume that this is the n value. Here enter the n value. For example, we are enter the value equal to 5. Okay, you are entered value equal to 5. 5, the first condition. This is the condition. 5 is greater than 0. 5 is greater than 0. This condition returns true or false. This condition 5 is greater than 0. This condition returns true. Then immediately execute the corresponding block. This is the corresponding block. The corresponding block will be executed. The remaining elif statements are not executed. Okay. Now the output is given number is positive number. This is the output. Okay. Check it. Okay. Enter any number. The number equal to 5. Given number is positive number. Clear or not? Right. The next one is, for example, here, for example, your entered value is, for example, your entered value equal to n equal to, for example, -8. Your entered value is -8. -8 is greater than 0. This condition returns true or false? This condition returns false. Then this is not executed. Then check the second condition. -8 is less than 0. This condition returns true. Here this condition returns true. This statement will be executed. This is not executed. This is not executed. Only execute this part only. Your number is negative number. Okay. Run this program. Run the module. Enter any number. Our number is -8. Okay. Given number is negative number. Given number is negative number. Clear? For example, another value. Check the another value. For example, n value. Okay. N value is 0. Okay. Enter any number. Your entire number equal to 0. Okay. 0 is greater than 0. True or false? False. That's why this is not executed. And then check the second condition. Your entire number is 0 is less than 0. 0 is less than 0. This condition is false. Then execute immediately. This statement will be executed. Okay. Given number is 0 number. Why? Because 0 equal to 0. 0 double equal to for comparison. This condition returns a true value, automatically execute. This condition returns true value, automatically execute this message. The message is given number is 0 number. From this program, from the module, okay, enter any number. Enter any number. Number is 0. Your given number is 0 number. This is using if, elif statement. Any number of elifs, not only condition 1 or 2 are elifs, checking the multiple conditions. It is called as the multiple conditions. Clear, guys? Up to here? Okay. For example, one more value, one more program, for example. Okay, write a program to enter day number, and print corresponding day name, corresponding day name. Enter the day number, the corresponding day name. That is 0 for Sunday. Okay, the program is 0 for Sunday. Okay, 1 for Monday, and 2 for Tuesday. Okay, right, and so on. 6 for Saturday. Print the values of the corresponding value. Now is the program using if statement only. It's our simple program, 0 for and so value. And here, example, enter the day number, num equal to input of enter day number, okay. Enter day number. Clear? The first one is the day number. Enter the day number. Clear? First one. If take the values. Okay. If you are using day number equal to 0, for example, 21 small message, that is Sunday. Okay, clear. And tell if another number, day number equal to 1, print of, okay, print the value Monday. Okay. Your entered day number is Monday. Similarly, execute all these statements are up to 10 statements. Okay, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. For the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Day number equal to 1. Okay. Day number equal to, for example, 2, Tuesday. Okay. For the next one is the Wednesday. Okay. And day value equal to 3. And the day value equal to 4. Okay. Thursday. Okay. With the day value equal to, okay, 5, Friday. Okay. Day value equal to 5. And day value equal to 6, Saturday. This is called as a ellipse statements only. And we are using the ellipse or 6 ellipse almost we are using. 6 ellipse statements are we are using. Okay, right. Now run this program. Up to this we are using enter the day number and print the corresponding day name. Enter the day number and print the corresponding day name. Day number is, for example, 4. And the corresponding day name is Thursday. Right? Day number is 4. The corresponding day name is Thursday. For example, okay, 0. Enter the day number is 0. The corresponding day name is Sunday. Example, enter the day value. Okay, day number equal to 2. The corresponding name is Tuesday. This is the program, simple program. Write a program to enter the day number and the principal corresponding day name. Similarly, you are writing another program also, same program. Okay, try it and try. Okay, write a program to enter not a day number, month number, and print the corresponding month name. That is the program. Here, our program we enter day number plus month number. Okay, this is called as a M number, month number, or M number, month number. Okay, month equal to, okay, M number equal to M number equal to. Now, for example, we are using month number equal to 1. That is the January. Corresponding month name. Okay. Elif month number. M number means month number equal to 2. The print of, okay, February. Okay. Similarly, write the up to this statement for number of statements. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So here we are writing, okay, the value equal to 3 equal to March. Okay. The next value equal to 4, the value equal to April. Okay. And the next value equal to 5, value equal to May here. Okay, corresponding month name only this part, if part. And for example, 6 that is equal to 2. We are using only if ellipse only, if ellipse only. And here we are using is equal to 7. Okay, July. Okay, and 8 August. 9 and the 9th one September. Okay, and 10th October, and 11 and the corresponding value 11 in November, and the last the value equal to number equal to 12, that is the December. Okay, value equal to December. Clear guys, up to here all of you? Now the values are, enter the value, enter the month number. Here enter the month number. So now the check condition equal to equal. Not only one single equal to equal to equal to, or equal to 5, equal to. Okay, equal to values, equal to values, and equal to values. Check this condition. Now enter the month number. The month number equal to, for example, 3. Enter the corresponding value March. Enter the corresponding value March. Example, check only one condition. Open the, for example, the month number equal to 10. Okay, the corresponding value is example. Run once again. For example, the month number equal to 8. Month number equal to 8. The corresponding value August. Here, this is called as a if elif part only. Clear up to here, all of you? If elif part. For example, without this number, you are using the if elif only. Always if elif. Another condition is another one is a if elif else part. That is equal to in fourth one. That is the fourth one. D. Fourth one. That is the fourth one is if elif else. Not only if elif, we are using the if elif else part also. If elif else part. So what is the else part? If elif else part. Else part. It is used to check the multiple conditions along with else block. Along with else block. Here we are using the else block. Here we are using the else block. Else colon else block statement. Else block statement. This is the syntax of the if elif else. Check this, all these conditions same as, but other than the number. This condition is false. This 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 is false. Okay, if the conditions are true, if the conditions are true, if the conditions are true, the conditions are returns true, then the corresponding block will be executed. Then the corresponding block will be executed. The corresponding statement or block will be executed. Okay. Will be executed. Okay. If all the conditions are false, if all the above conditions are false, then else block will be executed. This is a very important. Else block will be executed. This is a if elif else. If all the conditions, if the condition returns, this one returns true, this is executed, the remaining is not executed. This is returns true, this is executed, the remaining is not executed. For example, if all the above conditions are returns false, then the corresponding block will be executed. For example, in the same case, you are using, for example, if here you are using, here you are enter the value, is right. You are enter the value here, enter the value, one value for January, 2 value for the same program running, 1 value for January, 2 value for February, 3 value for so and so, up to 12 value for December. Okay. Other than 12, for enter the values are 1 value for January, 2 for enter the month number, 1 for January, 2 for so and so. Okay. So run the program. Run this program. Enter for April. Okay. Happily executed. For example, enter 14, enter 14 value, enter the 14. Then what happens? No output. But I want to output invalid number, invalid month number. So display the invalid month number. That will be written in the code will be written in the else block. Print of, okay, your entered month number is invalid. Please try again. Please try again. Here, please try. The output. Clear? We are using the else part. If all the above conditions are false, then automatically execute the else block. All the above conditions. Now run here. For example, enter the month number. Your entered month number is 14. Then immediately dismiss the output that is equal to your entered month number is invalid. Please again re-enter. Please. That is the your else part will be executed. Okay, guys, clear up to here. So here in this today's session completes, and the next tomorrow starts the new session, that is the nested if step. That is the part 2. Okay, thanks for watching this video.